Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Now today I'm going to be making a classic starter that you find in many Indian restaurants. It's known as an onion bhaji, and in my language we call it a pakora. So today I'm going to be using vegetarian ingredients except for chicken. Now if you're not a meat eater, you just take the chicken out and everything else is all fine for you to have. So let's get on with the dry ingredients, what you would need first. Now in my plate here of spices, I have got a teaspoon of coriander seeds, which has already been ground. Next to it, we've got some black onion seeds. Now again, it's optional if you don't like the kind of seedy texture or a bit spicy. Next to it here, I've got red chili powder, again, a teaspoon. Next to that, I've got a teaspoon of salt. Here, I've got a teaspoon of garam masala. You can easily source this from any supermarket. And this one here is a teaspoon of curry powder. Now the one in the middle is fresh caraway seeds. Again, this gives it much needed texture that you need in your onion bhajis. So in my tray here, I've just chopped up one large potato. If you're not a fan of potato, you can leave this out, but it just gives it a nice texture for your onion bhaji. This part is totally optional. I just love carrots. So here I've actually chopped up, this is half a carrot, which I'm using today. And in my tray here, I've just used one large onion. If you want more, by all means go more with the onion and more with the potato. Next, I'll be using 2 tablespoons of yogurt. Any yogurt is perfectly fine that you have to hand, also known as curd, so that's fine. And when we get mixing, in my jug here, I've got warm water. So this is just general warm luke water. We don't need hot, don't use cold water. I prefer using warm water because it's nice when you go to mixing. The next part, this is where my greens come into it. And again, this could be totally left out if you don't like the smell or the texture of fenugreek. So in here, in my bowl, I've got 1.5 cups of fenugreek, which I've already roughly chopped. And to that, later on, I will be adding in half a cup of coriander, fresh coriander, in my bowl here. Now, in order to make an onion bhaji, you would need something which makes it known as this. In my cup here is gram flour. Now gram flour is also known as chickpea flour, and for this I'm going to be using 2 cupfuls, and once I get mixing, if I feel I need a 3rd cup, I might go ahead, but 2 cups. Now, as I mentioned earlier, chicken again is totally optional. If you want a pure vegetarian, just leave the meat products out. So here I've actually got a cupful of chicken, which I've already cooked. So this is 1 breast piece of chicken. Right, now into my bowl, I'm going to be adding in 1 cup at present of the gram flour. Now this is easily sourceable from any Asian supermarkets or general supermarkets near yourselves. So that's 1 cup. That'll be more than sufficient. So I've just added 2 in there. Now to my bowl, I'm going to add in the potatoes. To this, I'll be adding in my onion. Okay, next I'll be adding in my carrot. And the wonderful thing about adding all this is because of the colours, absolutely vibrant and beautiful. Next, I'll be adding in my coriander. Next, I'm going to be adding in 2 tablespoons of yogurt. And I find the Lancashire Farm or any kind of live bio yogurt is just as beautiful in here. Okay, next, adding in the chicken. Okay, next I'm going to be adding in my spices. Okay, now finally I'm going to be adding water. So just be careful, even though I've got a jug full of lukewarm water here, we don't need all of the water because we don't want a runny texture here. We need it to be enough so we can spoon fill into the hot oil, so it should be nice and manageable to work with. So I'm just going to add a little drop to start off with, and then we'll see. Right, so perfect. That's the consistency I like. Some people will actually add more water because they like it runny, and as you can see, this is exactly how I like it. Right, now I'm using a spoon to put these in. Some people might use their hands, but I wouldn't suggest that because the oil is very hot. So let me just check, have a quick test to see if the oil is hot enough. Yeah, that's fine. So when you hear the sizzling, that's perfect. So we'll get plating these in. Right, now they're in there. So you probably just need a few minutes on each side, just as long as they get nice and golden brown. Just move them around, and it doesn't matter whatever shape they come out in as long as they get done. Right guys, so here we are. Onion bhajis are already done. And I've still got some more cooking on the stove. So here is my onion bhajis with this wedge of lemon. In my dish here, I've just got some yogurt. I've just added some spices in. And my brown sauce here is tamarind sauce, which is actually homemade, or you can buy it store-bought. So let's just have a look, open one, and let's see. And a classic favourite people love with onion bhajis is tomato ketchup. You can't go wrong. There we go. So there we go. Onion bhajis all done. So I really hope, guys, that you actually enjoyed my video. Please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and leave a comment. I'd love to see your recipes on what you do. And don't forget to subscribe. Until next time, in my next video, take care. Bye.